Hi, welcome to the lab. It is me, Turret, your local mad scientist, and today we're gonna relax. Relax with a nice cup of coffee and listening to people, I guess. I'm not entirely sure of what we're about to do in this game, but we're gonna find out. Let's go! Ba-dow. I've been listening to this song for over 30 minutes. I'm already sick of it. Oh, let's go! Loading. Quite a slow loading. Oh. Oh, I can move. Okay. They thought of the faraway grave on the plain. They thought of the comrade who came not again. They lifted their glasses and sadly they said, "We drink to the name of the mate who is dead." Henry Lawson. Ahem. Ahem. It's too bloody damp out down here. I know we're underground, but I don't suppose there are any windows we could open. There's a ventilation duct in here somewhere. Maddie, mind opening it up? Get some fresh air circulating? Other end's blocked right now. There's a dumpster sitting on top of it. You'll have to grin and bear it. Ooh. That's nice. Can we hurry this up? Calm your farm, old man. You're well aware it takes a while to set up. I don't appreciate your tone. Sorry. At the very least, can we turn some lights on? Yeah, that'll be fine. With all the rubbish you've got scattered around the place, I'd like to at least know where I'm putting my feet. Ashley, would you mind? Oh. Alright. Ooh. What is this place? Thanks. You're more organized than last time, I see. Practice makes perfect. Hey, Maddie. How much more wire do we need? I think that's enough. Great. Now... Jay? What's up, little P? I found you a chair. Ah, thank you. So, this whole thing, surely it's not legal, yeah? Maddie wasn't clear on that. Yes, the council found it confronting. What are they talking about? For good reason, I suppose. Because it utterly upsets the natural order. Mate. Mate. It's not just bureaucracy. Shush you. Most rules can be bent after all. Sigh. And Maddie has a particular fascination with breaking rules. As I'm sure you've realized. Hey, don't give her all the credit. Bah. Bah. Is this related to her gambling for time? Mm-hmm. So, the transfer was the same sort of magic we're doing now, yes. Small scale, though. Doing it on a larger scale requires a bit more preparation. The council successfully suppressed all available information about it, though. For good reason. What happens if something goes wrong? Well, you don't tend to mess it up more than once. Oof, that's this kind of dangerous stuff. Okay, okay. Or try it again after you fail, for that matter. Stubborn scholars notwithstanding. What do you even call this sort of magic then? Nope. Question's irrelevant. Because it's banned. Extremely cool? That's what I call it. Well, by definition, it's a conduit ritual. Conduit ritual? But hey, we're among friends. So we can call it what it really is. Necromancy. Oh. Oh. Alright, alright. Interesting, interesting. From your hazy memories, a certain word calls out to you. Necromancy. You try desperately to remember what it meant. Oh, I know what it means. Ah, okay. Woo! This fragment of a memory stays with you. Piece together the past, remember what transpired, and never forget. You are scattered practice program. What? Okay. Huh. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I don't like the sensitivity though. Can I change that? Controls. Camera sensitivity. There you go. Ah, far better, okay. It's raining. Ooh. Press an alt to inspect the memory, okay. I feel like I've seen this before. Huh. Oh. What? Maddie's rules. 1. We welcome both living and dead. Patrons will be served in the order they arrived. 2. Don't ask who's alive. It's rude. If someone wants you to know, they'll tell you. 3. The dead have 24 hours to spend within the premises before moving on. Strictly enforced. 4. No, we don't have Wi-Fi. 5. Report broken items and other anomalies to staff. We can't clean up your broken glass or special rift. What? Spatial rift? Okay. If we don't know about it. 6. Don't feed the eidolons. I don't know what that is. They can't eat, and offering them food just reminds them of that cruel fact. Oh, that's sad. That's really sad. Oh, that's all? Okay. Okay, interesting, interesting. Okay. Nope. Didn't fade to black. Dun, dun, back. Dun, dun, na, 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 na. Part 1. The terminal. Carlton, Victoria, Australia 3053. Excerpts from online reviews. Pretty unremarkable coffee. Barista speaks Chinese, but exclusively use it to mock people to their faces. I am very self-conscious about my top hat now. Oh wow. Observed little girl running around cafe with knife, unsupervised. God damn. Came down with deep sense of ennui after visiting. Was rudely told to stop being a big dweebus after complaining about burnt taste in coffee. Damn, that's a very bad review. This coffee is some of the best I've ever had. 5 stars. Disclosure, I have no taste buds. Oh wow. The door closes. Uh-huh. Hello, who are you? Hey! Mate! You alright? Ah! You can see me? Clear as day, yeah. What can I get you? I've been walking around for hours. Or maybe it just felt like hours. It can be hard to judge time when you're wandering around aimlessly. Alright. Okay. Nobody was talking to me. I don't even know how I got in here. I think you'll find it was via the front door. Yeah, that's usually how you enter a place. The front door. Ah, okay. Alright. Where am I? This, dearly departed, is the terminal. Carlton's finest. Departed? You're dead, mate. They say our coffee is to die for. Oh, poor guy. So, I don't really know how to go about this. Ask me anything, man. You're not the first disheveled. This guy has the look of someone who's been through a lot, okay? First disheveled dead guy to drop in, and I'm sure you won't be the last. What does everyone else ask? They generally ask, what does everyone else ask? Okay. Ah, shit. And they always say that. God damn. Okay. Then there's the embarrassed silence. Medians normally want to enjoy peace and quiet, but some silences are just awkward. Yeah, I know. Alright. I get it. You make a habit of bullying everyone who comes through, or just the pitiful ones. It's almost exclusively the latter. I guess that's consistent. Always felt like people saw me as a pitiful guy. Sorry, I was actually just kidding there. No, you're right. I'm a fucking sad sack. Damn, you don't be so harsh on yourself. Boss hated me. Family hated me. Work sucked. Just like everything else about me. Now I'm never even gonna have a chance to make things better for myself. That's it. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Hey, come on! And now I'm sitting in a cafe for dead people falling apart in front of the barista. Mate, pull it together! Oh, don't need to be rude or something. Number 1 rule, no breakdowns in the cafe, please. I promise, man, you are okay. I know how it is. Are you dead? No, and I don't know if you read the rules outside, but God, I did, yes. Can't even get that right. In that case, you'll also have read that you have 24 hours left before you gotta move on to the next place. And I don't think you want to spend them having one big long extended panic attack. Yeah, that would suck. 24 hours? Ah, shit. What I'm saying is, everything's okay. Just take some deep breaths. We'll sort it out. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a fuss. Cafe's empty. It's not like I've got anything else going on. That's true. That's true. Very true. Don't worry about it. Are you sure? I'm kind of a burden. You're not, promise. Yeah. Chin up, mate. Let me tell you about the building. It's got some cool history. So, the first time I came here was about 4 years ago. Oh, what happened 4 years ago? And that's why you should never ever serve a martini to a dead biker, even if he specifically asks for one. Oh, that sounds like a good story. Huh. Out of all the possible ways to react to that, that's one I certainly didn't expect. Yeah, no point in seeking eternal vengeance, if you're gonna have to leave in a few hours anyway. It kinda strips it of meaning, you know? There's no way to tell whether you'll even care once you cross over. But then again, maybe I'm just being a buzzkill about it. Shouldn't go around policing people's reaction to things. I'm still wrapping my head around all this. Death, that is. Feels weird to say it, doesn't it? Weird. Yeah, that's the word. So you said most people don't ever find out how they died before they pass? Even if they got murdered or something? Yup. Most people don't die from murder. It's mostly sickness, or old age, or lawnmower accidents. Oh god. I don't want to see that. Well, they call them accidents, but really, loads of lawnmowers are possessed by evil spirits. Sorry, I had to mute myself, I sneezed. That said... Alright, hold on just a moment. You can't just drop that and move on? Possessed lawnmowers? Seriously? Anything with spinning blades attract them? Oh really? Garden equipments? Blenders? Power saws? What about blenders? People scoff at the idea of a robot uprising like we haven't spent decades arming our machines with blades. Yeah. That's very right. They're a real pain in the arse. Gotta do at least 1 or 2 exhausts a month on the coffee grinder. Oh wow. That's wild. So, I know I'm breaking the rules again, but how many people in here are dead? Yeah. It's a cafe for dead people. Does that mean it's everyone? No. It's for both dead and living. Or are some of these people just really into ghost cafes? I mean, there's one right here. Dun, dun, dun. A little of column A, a little of column B. Plenty of mortals come through. But this is one of the only crossing points in the country, so we get a lot of your type. That's also why the rent is so high. Landlords, the original rent seekers. Cause those vampires who own the place know we get a lot of foot traffic. Literal vampires? Nah. Like boomers, landlord class. Yeah. Ah, same thing, I guess. So, to answer your question, there are 9 customers in here right now. Oof. Out of those 9, yourself included, ooh, I'd say 4 or 5 of them are just passing through on their way to the next place. How can you tell? Once you've worked here for a while, you get a sort of sixth sense for this kind of thing. Gotcha. Speaking of sixth senses, I've got one for trouble. Uh-huh. The face of this guy. You have 2 sixth senses? Oh, hello, Terra. And you're the late one, like always. Who is this? Hello? Ashley. Ashley had adopted the cafe staff a couple years back, much in the same way that a puppy adopts a squeaky toy. She was a kind of ferociously smart kid who absorbed information like a sponge. But only used it to cause trouble. Today she was accompanied by the stench of motor oil and brought with her a look that said, "I'm an invincible genius." Ashley had fancied herself a genius ever since the day that Maddie invited her to become a spunky sidekick. Alright. She was mostly right about that one. Mostly. Sleepy from meds. Oh. Well, maybe you should be sleeping actually. But hey, I'm not your dad. Alright, I know that look. Spit it out. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Got the crap, kid. What are you after? I'm busy dealing with a customer. I'm not really needing any attention. Shut up, Kishan. Wow, rude. I need an extra pair of hands, and none of my Ashlings are around to help. Don't you have any clamps? I got you a bunch for your birthday last month. Aging a year just means you're 1 year closer to death. Another thing to celebrate. I mean, yeah. Yeah. They're all being used for other very important things. They were not. Okay. Pretty sure I saw one on a table upstairs earlier. No, I really need a helper. Ashley, I'm busy. I'm busy. Please. Oh my god. Hey, I could probably... I could... Come on, Ashley. You've got to let us work. I'm not gonna get anything done down here if I have to keep going upstairs to find the screwdrivers you've misplaced. Trying to improvise a screwdriver is a good way to end up with stripped screws. Use the right tool for the job. Yeah, of course, of course. Ah, but hey, no dice. Ah, what about Shay? He can help me. But what about... He's emptying the dishwasher. Sound familiar? Ugh. It should, because I told you to do it an hour ago. Oh. Hey. It's really no trouble. Oh. Why don't I take this guy? Only thing he's busy with is being dead. Hey. Come on. Ashley? I'm not going to argue with you about this. I'm sure you would rather relax than be bossed around. Also, manners. We've talked about this. You've got to be more respectful in front of customers. Please. I'm happy to go upstairs. Really, it's fine. I don't have anything else going on. And I'm super dead. I'm cool with it. I am Kishan, very dead guy, happy to help. What a way to present yourself. You sure? I can just send her back upstairs. Promise. It's fine. I just sit around and be a pain otherwise. Perfect. Come, peon. Oh. In follower hierarchy, peons are one level below assistant, one level above minion. Huh. Alright. We have work to do. Ashley wasn't getting enough attention. But with Maddie's newfound responsibilities, some sacrifices had to be made. That meant the kid would just have to occupy herself more often than not. She still felt guilty as hell about it, and... You know, I reckon this place needs more plants. What are you saying? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 planes, like, right behind you. What the hell? Jesus Christ, Shay. You're gonna give me a heart attack, you old bastard. What's on your mind? Head in the clouds, as per usual. Did I look like I was thinking weighty thoughts? Excruciatingly... What? Why does this word exist? What the hell? Excruciatingly so. Okay. That's good enough. What's going on? Nothing important. Just my resting bitch face. Nope. This one's different. How so? Your facial expression is reminding me of the time you've tried to fist fight that cosplayer. What? Why would you fist fight a cosplayer? Cosplay is short for costume play, and bad things can happen when play suddenly becomes Seiyu's business. Yeah, I guess. Oh, the samurai? The one who barged in, waving his gift-stored katana around, and demanding satisfaction after I refused to put 15 shots in his coffee? 15 shots in the coffee? What the hell? Weirdly specific. What's it look like? Looks like you just got threatened with thousandfold Nippon steel. What is this? Okay. It's just his face. Okay. It's a precious memory, so I remember it very clearly. A mix of deep disgust. People with a high disgust sensitivity seldom do well in a kitchen environment. Somehow Maddie manages. Right. A whole bunch of derision and a tiny pinch of pity. Yep, that's me. What a mood. Oh well. You alright though? We'll talk. I'm fine. I'm actually fine, or let's not talk about it fine. The second one. Pharaoh. Offer's still open if you'd like to talk things out. In the meantime, sorry, can I grab that tea towel? My hands are wet. What? Why are your hands wet? Oh, yeah, there we go. So, did the dishes need hand washing, or... I'm sure I told Ashley to empty the dishwasher earlier. Nah, thing's busted. Door latch won't close. Might call the repairman. Ashley shouldn't wash him by hand anyway. A harm would corrode. So I did it. Wait, so Ashley have a robotic arm? I did not notice that. Not a problem. Yeah, fair enough. So like I mentioned, it will need a repair unless you want to let Ashley at it. Some people remain stubbornly defiant in the face of planned obsolescence. Replacements are for quitters. Yeah. I'd call the repairman myself, but our landline stopped working last week. God damn, this is really a rundown place. We have a landline? Okay. Yes. Ancient technology. An inelegant tool for a less civilized age. Only works when you pay the bill, though. I don't know if it'd be cheaper to get it repaired, or to just buy a new one and give Ashley the old one for parts. The costs are pretty close, all things considered. So... Hey, don't work too hard. You'll worry yourself into an early grave. Hey, you spent 50 years digging holes. 50 doesn't look like 50. If you want to see a lot of Earth, you can become a globetrotter or you can pick up a shovel. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. That sounds like pretty tough work, old man. Ow. Old man. For your information, I'm barely 170-ish. What the hell? 170? God damn. I'm failing to see the inaccuracy. It was during a literal gold rush. Everyone was doing it. Only thing different about me is that I eventually started digging up things more interesting than gold. Only kind of gold I'm interested in is brown gold, which is coffee if you don't know that. Coffee. I mean coffee. Shut up. Dun, dun. Hey. So... I know it's just another stress on the stress pile, but I think we need to put in an order for more kitchenware soon. Yeah, this thing looks rusted and very old. Ugh. Yeah, another thing that costs money. We're beginning to run out of cutlery though. Summary of Offences Act 1988, Section 11C. A person must not, without reasonable excuse, proof of which lies on the person, have in his or her custody a knife in a public place or a school. Huh. Alright. It keeps disappearing, not sure where. I don't know how long it can wait before we get more. Don't know if we can afford that this month. Just, you know, everything's a bit too pricey right now. Doesn't help that the coffee cartels keep pushing prices up. There's coffee cartels. I don't think the importer is part of a cartel. They're quite nice. I've seen photos of their kids. You ever spoken to them? They're obviously criminals with the prices they charge. So what kinds of criminals are the kind who operate within the bound of legality? Legality. Probably. Wholesale my ass. And yet, we keep buying from them. Well, yeah, the beans are good, man. It's just everything else on top of them that's stressing me out. Yes. I'll happily accept the blame for some of that. It's fine. You don't have to. I know it's all on me. I've just got to figure out how to pay everything off. everything and everyone. Oh my god. Ah. The shitty Council of Death and the doubly shitty time debt we owe to them are the last things I want to think about right now. I've lost enough sleep over it already. Hey, I'm here to help. I'm worried about you, you know? You've had a lot of responsibility dropped on you in a very short period of time. Okay? Maddie's been saddled with great responsibility. She's still waiting for the great power that's supposed to come with it. Oh. Oh, that's sad. And I can't help but feel a little bit culpable for that. I know. Yeah. I know. And you? I can't thank you enough. Shh. It's alright. Hold yourself together. We'll figure it out as a team, just like we always have. I just don't want to deal with it, you know? I get it. And I don't want you to feel like I'm imposing or interfering too much. I know the cafe's yours now, and even though things are a bit much at the moment, I know I keep saying this, Maddie, but I don't know how much time we have to deal with all of this before things start falling apart. Things are already falling apart. Oh, look at that worried face. But you're going to have to face reality at some point. You know that, right? Che! Oh my god! Yes, I know! I don't need any more reminders from you. Back off, man. The council is always on my mind. I can't escape them. My best is all I can do. Okay? Just because you're my best friend and my old boss and my mentor doesn't mean I need you preaching at me about how I need to deal with my problems. Because they are my problems now, not yours. Alright, no worries. I'll give you some space. Might go check on Ashley. You seen her recently? She's upstairs. Drag the customer up there, talking about clamps or something. I'd better go rescue them then. Be back in a bit. Ah, well. Shit, he's right, isn't he? We really could use some more plants. What do you mean? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think I forgot one. But there's enough plants. What are you talking about? So we're gonna strap a big old steak knife to it. And make them fight each other. I love it. This is gonna be great. I wanna build something that gets put on that TV show, Raw Battle Royale. Raw Battle Royale, oh. With flamethrowers on it. You're not gonna put one on this little guy, are ya? A flamethrower? Probably not. But I want you to record the fight on my phone so we can send it to the producers. Producers have a real thirst for schlock. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, sure thing. Let's get this knife attached. Hehehe. Pass me those zip ties. Zip ties. And the knife. Knife. And my coffee. Are you sure? Who even gave you that? Coffee! Damn it. It's empty. My coffee is empty, Kishan. The world is beginning to vibrate? What do you mean vibrate? Maybe it's good that your cup runs empty, yeah? I think my cup needs to run with more espresso in it. God damn. How many shots did you put in there? Too many, Kishan. But did anyone ask Icarus how many shots of espresso he had? Yeah, I'm reading a book about Icarus. Nah. Icarus. Imagine being Daedalus and watching your son die doing the exact thing you told him not to do. Yeah. Yeah. He flew to the sun. I'm cultured. In unrelated news, I have a headache. Okay. I think you might want to read a little more about Icarus. There's a twist ending to that one. I'm holding a knife, Kishan. No spoilers. Ah! No spoilers. Promise. Good. Alright, Shay. Just say hi. Try not to get a knife slung at you this time. You got this. Ahem. Hey, kids. Ah! Intruder. Oh my god. Kishan? My buddy. My pal. Did I get him? No? You missed. Damn it. But, wait. You threw it on purpose? Extremely on purpose, yes. I'm fine, by the way. Oh, it's just you. Would it have been worse if it was someone else? Probably. Unless they were an actual spy come to steal my robot design. You never know who might be watching. Yeah. Then it would have been good. Hey, I think I'm crashing. No, she fell asleep. Oh no. Is she okay? Did I kill her? She'll wake up in about 15 minutes with no ill effects. But you probably shouldn't give her any more coffee. She turns into a real goblin. Not to be confused with the days when she's just a regular gremlin. Alright. Oh, she told me that I'd make her immeasurably powerful. I mean, she's not wrong, but you know, great power, great responsibility, yada yada yada. She's 13. Kid's got plenty of energy already. Maybe not the sense of responsibility though. Yeah, I don't even know how I ended up sitting here attaching knives to robots. That is odd. She's very convincing. Ashley's persuasiveness is a mystery. It clearly can't be logic, eloquence, or charisma that causes people to do her bidding. You don't have to tell me, mate. She basically lives here. Her parents would kill me if they found out she'd nearly killed me. Pretty good blind throw though. She makes me proud in the weirdest ways. Huh. Did she learn from the best? She did, but the best definitely wasn't me. Maddie's pretty deadly with knives. Loves her flashy tricks. Bad habit, probably. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm being very rude. My name's Che. I used to own this place. Now I just sort of sit around and cause trouble, and sometimes I have knives thrown at me, I guess. I'm Kishan, and I died today. Indeed, indeed. Ba, 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 da, da. Oh, what's this? Ah! I'm alive! I'm alive? Oof, we got a loud one here. Oh, be nice. You know it's scary waking up. Big lights coming towards me. I think it's reliving its last moments. Looks like it. What is happening? Hello? I do not remember having this many limbs. Join the club, pal. We are reborn in a new image. I see. I'm Kepler. Nice to meet ya. And I am Jacobi. Jacobi or Jacobi? I don't know. I am undefined. I don't know if that name will stick. Its body is made of a milk carton. Should we just call it milk? That's weird. No, too basic. Imagine if you called me Goon just because I'm made of a Goon box. I wouldn't like that at all. Ashley was yelling about someone called Lovelace the other day. That's a good one, I think. How does our new friend feel about it? Acceptable? Excellent. Nice to meet you, Lovelace. Uh-huh. And what was that about? What was that about? Look at you, turning into a responsible human being. During intermissions at the end of episodes, you can freely explore the terminal. Memories are scattered throughout the terminal that delve into the tales of its patrons. More locations and memories become available as you progress through the main story. Okay. So I can move. Oh my god. So if I go there, I can continue the story, okay. Ooh. What's this? Spirit-resistant quartz crucibles with self-sealing lids. That's a weird name. Product description. Heat-resistant up to 1650 degrees Celsius. Self-sealing lids from airtight seals around the crucible's ground rim. Highly resistant to corruption and spiritual interference. Clear inner and outer covering allow for easy spotting of cracks or imperfections. Quality suitable for mixing potions and filter. Average rating 3.5 stars out of 5. Product reviews 5 out of 5. I love this. The coverings, despite being quartz, has a textured appearance that gives it a silky smooth feel to it. Most crucibles feel sterile and cold, but this one makes for a perfect beverage container when entertaining guests. 4 out of 5. The previous crucible set I used was inherited from my grandmother, who brought them over from New England. Unfortunately, 2 months at sea were not kind to her spirit way, and her crucibles were filled with tiny cracks and micro fractures that allowed unsightly looking soot to build up, leaving them stained with hard grey lines everywhere, looking like they were about to crack apart at any moment. She used them for several decades to come, but every time I worked with her and watched them heat up, I was afraid they were constantly on the verge of shattering. One she used to contain a lost wayward spirit for several days before finding a home for it, and I would get up at night to shake the embers under the crucible, and it always unsettled me, seeing how fragile the container was. Several times I found myself tempted to tip the crucible over, just to see how easily it would shatter under my soft touch. Needless to say, this new set is much nicer. They are sterile, and I can keep several of them in my bedroom without feeling unsettled by their presence. 2 of the crucibles in my set arrived with small ships in them, but I contacted the manufacturer and they replaced them at no charge. The replacements were express shipped, and the process was quick and painless, so great customer service, and they offer replacements up to 1 year. This is very boring. For the price, it can't be beat. Owned mine for 2 weeks and it didn't crack. Decent for the price. Okay. Received mine in the mail this morning and can't wait to try it out. The guy leaves a review and didn't test him out. God damn. So glad to have finally found someone selling crucibles at a reasonable price. A brand name one costs over $200, which is just outrageous. Bought this several weeks ago since it was the cheapest crucible on the site and was spirit resistance. I'm working on a filter for my graduate thesis. I purchased 100 of these for lab use. My plan was to monitor 100 different animal spirits over with different types of plant matter and compare how different biomaterial affected the vigor over a 90-day period. The first day I set the first 5 with sample of mugwort, featherfew, ginger, ginseng and golden seal. I placed them in the crucible over low heat, 90 degrees Celsius, and left them overnight, and over the next 2 days did the same with all of the remaining crucibles, finishing on a Friday and leaving the lab alone for the weekend. When I arrived back on Monday, I knew that something was wrong when I noticed a rain cloud hovering over the door. Oh, it's not uncommon for rain clouds to appear at any time of year and at any time of day in our part of the country, but it's quite another to find a rain cloud localized entirely within the hallway of your research lab. Yeah, that is very weird. I braced for the worst, but I guess I should have braced harder. Nothing could have prepared me for the smell when I opened the door. I immediately felt my eyes watering and actually found myself choking. It smelled so bad. I slammed the door shut and went to the basement to grab one of the emergency respirators we keep down there. Unfortunately, the respirator did little to mask the terrible stench inside of the lab. I opened the first crucible and saw that it was filled with a tar-like substances, and I stirred this inky black wreathing form. I felt the hair sucked out of me, almost like it was trying to drag me into the abyss with it. Threw it onto the floor, and the container shattered, splattering the floor with the tar-like substance, which began slowly crawling across the room. What the hell is this? I grabbed a fire extinguisher from the wall and sprayed the tar until it was completely covered, and heard what sounded like a sputtering noise, followed by a long gasp and a scream that faded into oblivion. That's terrifying. After poking at the fire extinguisher spray, whatever was underneath was clearly quenched. Oh my god, it continues! I took the remaining crucibles and placed them in the oven, and baked them at the temperature of 1600 degrees for several hours as I sat alone in the lab, contemplating the cruelty of existence and wondering what my academic advisor would have to say about my thesis project. After several hours of waiting, I opened the oven and checked the contents of the crucible, revealing nothing but ash. Whatever it was that had been drawn by the spiritual emissions of my lab work, it was gone from my world, but the memory of that day will haunt me for all the remaining days of my life. 1 out of 5. Do not buy this crucible for spirit-related applications. My wife is one of the product designers who worked on this item. So crucibles in this listing come from a manufacturer called Marsecurie LLC. Back in 2013, they were some of the best hardware you could get for your money, and earned a reputation among hobbyists as great value for anyone working on a budget. In 2016, they did a survey and found that fewer than 3% of buyers were actually using the crucible for spirit-related applications, and decided they could cut costs by removing the spirit resistance properties. However, they found that products advertised with updated ad copy advertised with updated ad copy to reflect this didn't sell as well, so they continued using the old product description, which advertises as spirit resistant, with a new product line, which is not spirit resistant. Oh, that's yeah, that's bad. I don't know how they are getting away with this. Apparently the definitions of what is actually spirit resistant are legally murky, and the number of people affected is small enough that they continue to sell well. Stay far away from this one, and warn anyone you know of who might buy an item like this that it does not work as advertised. 5 out of 5, nice color. Okay, that's all you have to say about it? Okay. Alright. Alright. What do we have? Ooh, wait. What? Why is the lighting change here? What the hell? That's weird. Okay. Oh. Yeah. What is this outside though? Okay. Ashley Journal 1. I don't know if I want to go over all of these. Oh, I can't go upstairs, okay. Now, you know what? Let's just continue. Yes. Man, I'd love to see that. I could use a pick-me-up. I can't promise I'll be there. It will be there. It's kind of inconsistent. Still though, a hallway that's only there sometimes? How do you get to the kitchen otherwise? There's another slightly longer one that we use instead. It's much less exciting, but on the upside, it's consistently there. I love telling new people about it though. The reaction's always hilarious. I definitely didn't expect to be getting enthusiastic today over a weird quantum hallway. Quantum. When people start getting nervous about magic, they usually start trying to explain it using science terms to reassure themselves. Okay. Or enthusiastic at all, actually. Because as soon as I stop to think about it, I realize I'm actually extremely messed up about this. Yeah. What do you have in your book? I understand. Your life has gotten very weird very fast, conceptually speaking. Or, your own life? I should be better at talking about this by now, shouldn't I? Jeez, that's not a fun one to think about, huh? Just keep talking about the hallway, so I can keep my mind off this. To be honest, I'm not sure I could even properly explain a lot of what goes on in To be honest, I'm not sure I could even properly explain a lot of what goes on in here. The building's mildly sentient. A sentient building, what the hell? Too much magic in the soil for it to not be, really. So the cafe is alive? Not necessarily. Plenty of things have come to life here, but as far as we can tell, the building itself doesn't really fall into that category. Also, it mostly tends to shift itself in ways that are helpful, instead of frustrating, so... Quantum always. I'm making myself a cuppa. Australian vernacular for cup of tea. An important cultural institution, especially when drunk in the afternoon. Okay. You want something? Nah, I'm good for now. Also, what's the barista's name? I didn't actually catch it and I feel like a jerk. Ah, Maddie? She's the owner now, not just the barista. Still makes coffee, of course. But since she's the owner now, she has a lot more to juggle. Why are you asking? Got your eye on her, eh? God damn. Why is it always something like this? No, I have a boyfriend. Oh, good on you. Had? Oh jeez, this is a lot. I can't imagine I can't imagine how he's feeling. Try not to think about it. Okay. Yep. Okay. You want that drink now? I think I want something a little more potent than coffee right now. Sorry. Don't enable him, Kishan. Shush. I can get you something stronger, mate. Shot of whiskey, perhaps? Oh, whiskey. A neat bourbon will always be the perfect mix of classy yet unpretentious. I thought this was a cafe? Well, it is, mostly. We do serve alcohol, though. And stronger things on request. Stronger? Like what? Baijiu? I don't know what that is. Absinthe? Pure ethanol? Pure ethanol. Oh my god. You think a place like this wouldn't have anything stronger than that? Stronger than pure ethanol? What? Sure. Remind me later and I might pull out some of my special reserve. Don't enable him, Kishan. Hey, someone's gotta drink it. I know you're not gonna touch the stuff aside from setting it on fire. What are we talking about here? Excuse me? I have perfectly good reasons for wanting to set a puddle of distilled soul on fire. What? Please. We'll agree to disagree on that one. So, Kishan, what it'll be? Actually, I changed my mind on the coffee. Can I order something complex? Gotta treat myself on my last day on Earth. I'm after a sugar rush. If we have the ingredients, it shouldn't be an issue. Maddie can whip it up for you. Cool, cool. In that case, can I have a large quadruple shot, double vanilla caramel, no foam, super hot, reverse, coconut milk macchiato? Wow. Oh my god. With 2 sugars and whipped cream on top? Ugh. Maddie? Yes, dearest? Can you, I don't quite know how... Is this real? Is this real? Oh, is it too much? I was gonna ask for that shot of whiskey Shane mentioned earlier, but it seemed a little extra. Well, yes, it is too much. I don't think even Starbucks would serve that. You don't know. You don't know. Why? Because it's a fucked up order, man. Dang. Every single word of that increased my urge to set the espresso machine on fire, so I wouldn't have to think about making coffee ever again. God damn. Maddie has all the classic symptoms of being a pyromaniac, but she's definitely not a pyromaniac. Yeah. Oh, but the whiskey's fine. I do that too. I have a counter offer, which you have to accept. Yeah? I'll make you another double shot long black and I'll put whiskey in it, but I won't call you a hipster this time. If you decline my offer, on God, I will strip your soul from your body and use it to scrub the counters at closing time. God damn. They will smell delicious afterwards, if that's any consolation. Yikes. That does sound like a competitive counteroffer. Not the soul thing. I'll take the coffee. My generosity knows no bounds. That smug face. Normie. Oh wow. Oh wow. So, to conclude, that order sucked because it defies the laws of physics, has a heart attack's worth of sugar in it, and is something only wankers ask for. Wankers? Is it possible to die twice? That's a good question. Yep. You can die twice if you're brought back from the dead, or if you manage to really annoy someone between here and the next place, which is more likely because resurrection is illegal. Resurrection is reserved for emergencies, and the Council has very particular definitions about what constitutes an emergency. Many centuries pass without a single qualified emergency. Huh. Alright. But if you're asking whether you can get a heart attack or whatever, the answer is no. Life and death have a slightly different meaning here. Can't die from natural causes. It's a bit complex and weird, and we're still in the process of figuring out how it all works. I'm over 200 years old, and I still haven't made proper sense of it yet. How is this... How is he 200 years old? Earlier they said undead. So I think they are all actually dead? Maybe? Or they are like kinda stuck between death and life? I don't know. I guess we'll see later. Just got some vague ideas. Right. So what's keeping me from just staying here? That's a good question. That's a good question. Like, I'm already dead. Why do I have to go to the next place? You've got a certain number of hours you're allowed to remain on the edge of the mortal realm. Hours are fungible. Oh man, I didn't want to see that word again. Fungible. They can be bought, sold, and exchanged, generally speaking. But the Council of Death always collects on debts owed to them. And you'll start running up a debt if you stay here too long. Your soul starts to get itchy too. Itchy? Is there any feeling less pleasant than an itch you can't scratch? Probably, but it's still up there. It's not something you want to experience. We've had a few stay past their allotted time, and they've gotten very uncomfortable very fast. It starts with general irritability, and then worse things begin to happen. It's a weird thing to wrap your head around. How long do I have before I need to make myself scarce? 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 Bleh. You get 24 hours. Any longer and we start to pick up the tab since you're on our premises. The terminal is a place where borrowed time has a very literal meaning. Oh, okay. And as charming as you are, we've already racked up too much time debt from letting people stick around past their expiry date. We are deep enough in the hole as it is, hours-wise. And cash-wise, we're extremely poor. We've been a bit too lenient in the past, letting people stay just a little longer instead of gently shooing them onto the next plane of existence and etc. etc. You know the drill. But hey, since hours are fungible, you can always acquire them some other way. Oh. There's something happening tonight, actually, that you might be interested in. Seriously? You're still doing that? Shush. You know the council doesn't look on that stuff favorably. Ned said so himself. Ned said so himself. He draws customers and helps us shave down the debt. I'll take whatever I can get. And hey, fuck Ned. We have a 13-year-old right here, you know. She's heard enough coarse language for a lifetime. I'm not too worried about her. She's right though. What? Every time Ned comes around, he makes you guys really stressed out. Ashley's at that age where she's learned to recognize when other people are stressed, but not experienced enough to fully understand what it feels like. Uh-huh. Maybe not you so much. But Maddie gets nervous and it breaks down the mood, man. Man. So fuck Ned. Goodness, I think you've had too much coffee today. I am crashing so hard right now, you have no idea. It's like I was crashing earlier, but that was just a pre-crash, and I'm having a double crash or something. That sounds very rough. All I ask is that you try and keep the swearing to a minimum when customers are around. Okay. Does Kishan count? It's fine. A couple of my housemates are tradies, so you learn to ignore it pretty quick. A great way to save money on rent and never get lonely, if you're not attached to the idea of personal space. Are tradies? Where tradies? Ah. They're still tradies unless they changed carry in the last couple of days. Oh, hiccups. But they're not my roommate. But they are not my roommates anymore. Because, hey mates, have I mentioned how much being dead sucks? I guess that's a fair thing to say. Because it sucks and I feel extremely bad about it. Having a pretty bad time right now in general, to be honest. Oh, poor guy. Yep. Even just adapting your language is a pain, isn't it? Want a proper drink now? Without coffee in it? What is this place really? Yeah, that'd be good. The TV didn't say anything about there being a storm tonight. Melbourne storm, noun. A somewhat unusual weather phenomenon, known for being the only one of its kind to occur below the Barassi line. Oh, I don't know what the Barassi line is. I'll check that later. Huh. It looks like a decent sized one's rolling in. Melbourne weather strikes again. I'll go upstairs and close the windows. Cheers. Come on, Ashley. Let's clean up your workbench while we're up there, yeah? Do you need a bribe? Yes. I have some chocolate hidden away. Acceptable. Oh my god. Wait. Dead people can still get drunk here? Why else do you think we serve alcohol? To make money? Well, yeah. Hang on, do I even have my wallet? Doubt it. I don't, yeah. How does that work? Why do I have my clothes, but not the contents of my pockets? A good place for things that don't have a place. Chewing gum, spare change, nervous hands. Yeah, especially nervous hands. I don't know, dude. Everyone's experience is different. Death doesn't follow many rules. Only universal rule I can think of is that you can't stay. People don't generally come in without their clothes, fortunately. So, about this drink. I guess you're gonna give me the straight vodka or something. Why is that? You don't like making complex drinks? Haha, dude, no. I don't like making ridiculous caffeine-laced milkshakes for overcompensating soccer dads. Oh my god. I'm happy to mix a cocktail within reason. Oh, okay. What have you got? What have you gotten then? Shay's got everything you can think of. And then some. I could go for a mint julep. I don't know what that is either. I'm learning stuff. Hey, what's that aside? Oh. I guess that's someone else. Outside? Some guy out in the rain? Ah, shit. Maddie? Maddie, what's up? Let's get started on that drink. Oh, what the fuck is that? What the hell is that? Morning. Hi? Hello, recently departed. That's a bit rude. Hey, that hat you're wearing kinda makes you look like Ned Kelly? I could have sworn you were standing outside literally a second ago. So how'd this one cark it? Good morning to you too, Ned? It's 7 o'clock in the morning, Madeline. Madeline. That's a weird name. Piss off, Nedward. That's not even my full name. Isn't it Maddie? Shay said it was, and he never lies. He never said that. Well, no. But it was worth a try. A try at what? Catching me off balance? Some shit along those lines? Mate, I am so off balance right now that a light breeze will knock me head over arse. God damn. Don't push me. Hey, this mint julep is great. Just wanted to contribute that to the conversation. So, you catch the game last night? What game? The Australian Football League provides everyone with a chance to root for your favorite local team. Unless you're Tasmanian. Tasmanian. Rather. No. And I do not care to discuss the export with you or anyone else. Don't try it. Oof. Just making polite conversation. You should try it sometimes. Sometime. Maybe. Not for you though. You've never come in during daylight hours before. What do you want? Nothing much. I'd like to talk to Che at some point. But it can wait, seeing as he's missing. Planning on sending out a search party? Might do. It'd be a shame to lose an old friend by letting him wander onto some train tracks or something. Yeah, well, shut up. He's upstairs, last I saw. What was the last you saw, Maddie? Tell me. Why are you like this? What was it? Last saw him walking upstairs. So he could be anywhere then. Probably fled the country to dodge the massive time debt you lot are racking up. Oh boy. Some obligation have a way of following you, no matter where you run to. He can't go far. I've got him on a pretty tight leash. And in regards to the debt, it's not your problem. You must not have heard. Not your problem. Shay, your dickhead friend Ned is here. Oi. Oi. I'm a distinguished gent. Not a dickhead. I mean, kinda look like... I'll be down in a sec. Yeah, sure, but you also work for the Council of Death. So even if you are a distinguished gent, it cancels out. Is the Council of Death like a normal city council? Except for wherever dead people live? Yeah, but the only trash that needs to be collected is right in front of me. That is pretty harsh. This guy? Oh wow, wow. Me? No. You're the trash, Ned. The trash is you. It's you, Ned, the trash man from hell. Because councils pick up trash. That's the joke. Oh, cool. He's even got a head shaped like a rubbish bin. Oh yeah. Now that you say that. It's totally fitting. Yeah. I'm not from hell. I don't care. And to be clear, Ned, in case we weren't already, you are the trash. You don't have to say it like 4 times, 5 times. God damn. Yeah, I get it. You know how long Che is going to be? Dunno. He was busy upstairs with Ashley. Yeah, I had to hide like 5 steak knives from her. That's a lot of knives. I didn't even know we had 5 steak knives. Bit quiet there, mate. How long have you been sitting here? Does it matter? Well, your employee is being very rude to me. So if you'd heard any of that... I keep trying to tell him. Ah, my employee. Yes. We have some catching up to do. I don't follow. Did she quit? Maddie's not one to back away from a challenge, but if she did, she wouldn't be the first. Yeah. Did you fire her for gross incompetence? Ha! Far from it. There's been a bit of a shake-up. There's been a bit of a shake-up in the cafe's management structure since you last visited. Oh no. Don't tell me you gave her the whole thing? Okay, I won't tell you. I tried to tell you before, man. Hey, does anyone else like mint juleps? Mint juleps. I still don't know what this is. Because this is great. Because this is great. And I'm nearly done. But also my tongue is numb. And I'm wondering what the deal is with that. Yeah. Was there something you wanted to discuss? I need a drink before we go through all that. Yeah. Sure. The usual? Yes, please. Dun, dun, dun. How come he gets a curly straw? So, Che, spin me a tale of how and why you handed down the cafe to this person. Well, every man's got his price. Can my price be a curly straw too? Buddy, I'll give you 2 if it means you'll stop complaining about numb lips. Yeah, what did you make this with? I couldn't find half the ingredients, so I put in a bunch of baijiu and chili seeds. Chili seeds? What? It's got some of the stuff though, so it's a mint julep in spirit, if nothing else. Does this have any mint? Any mint? Any mint? Mint? No, it's mint. Does this have any mint or julep in it? At all? It definitely may be lacking mint, and I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of the mythical julep. Mythical? To some people, this place seems otherworldly. For others, this is just the world they live in. You asked for baijiu earlier, though, so there you go. Yeah. Mission complete. Hiccup. Maddie, I am getting very drunk very fast. Baijiu will do that to ya. Oh, no. Here, I think you should have a little lie down. I'll get you some water. I'm as strong as an ox. I don't need to lie down. Ishan, my dude, you absolutely need to get horizontal as soon as possible. You can sober up in one of the booths up the back. It's nice and quiet over there. Hey, I'll fight ya. I'll win though. Up you get, mate. Bloody hell. It would have been helpful if you told me about this before. Probably. I'm not worried about it. Maddie knew what she was getting into with this whole cafe situation. And it's natural that it might take a while for her to get the hang of running a business. Bloody hell! Bit of a dog's dinner though, isn't it? Ned would know. I don't understand. Oh, for sure. But it will get better. Like I said, not worried about it. Well, you might want to hold your judgment on that for the moment. I am, unfortunately, here on official business. Oh. I shouldn't have given you the straw then. No, you shouldn't have. I look quite silly. Want me to get rid of it? It's just Maddie. She won't use it to derail our conversation or make me look like a fool or anything like that. Straw? No, I'll get you one after you have a nap. You can sip the water like a normal person. I'll put it with the dirty dishes then. This is a nice straw. What? The sacrifices I make for this job. Hey, you met me through it. So can't have been all that bad. Can't have been all bad. That was bloody 100 years ago. Man, really? Longer? Time flies when you're immortal, huh? Quasi-immortal. This old rust bucket still got an expiry date somewhere down the line. Time comes for us all. What's this about immortality? Hey, you should buy more plants. Again with those plants. Shut up. Sorry, continue. Immortality? Nothing that I trust you with, that's for sure. Ah, don't you wanna see crotchety old me being rude to youngsters in 100 years? Truly, I do not. The far future doesn't need amateur necromancers. Amateur can describe someone who's not good enough to turn pro. But it could also mean someone who passionately engaged in something just for the pure love of it. Yeah. Your loss. So, you two heading upstairs? Actually, Ned does, in fact, have something very important to discuss with you. Oh? It's about the debt you owe to the council. Yeah, I know. What about it? Ooh, I don't like this. Maddie, it's time. You owe us over 600 hours. Chasing signed a contract. The hours of the cafe. You own the cafe, so you own the debt. And tonight, I've come to collect. Oh. Ooh. Necrobarista. Alright. That was cool. And it's just the beginning. Oh, this again. That was kind of intense. Do they do that often? The song and dance thing? Yeah, what do they think they are? Some sort of anime street gang? What? What sort of self-obsessed shirk has their own theme song? Don't be a downer, pal. No, I was talking about the dramatic encounter. Oh, between Maddie and Ned? Yes. Yes, they've got chemistry. Not the romantic kind, the explosive kind. Oh, I like this sort of chemistry. Can't leave them in the same room together or they'll kill each other. Bad story? Matt is just a serially troublesome person from Ned's perspective. Doesn't help that she can't stop herself from pulling pranks on him. No, I suppose not. I mean, it doesn't make it easy either. I don't think he's used to having his authority questioned. She really gets under the skin. Wasn't he a famous criminal? And therein lies the irony of the situation. What a strange world we live in. Banan, banan. This shouldn't be a depressing memory for any of us. Doodle mode is not available. You can now speak to Ashley to access doodle mode. Ooh, doodle mode. That sounds fun. Where is Ashley? Ooh, what is? What is inbox? Okay. Darts. Oh boy, okay. There's a lot of things. Says a lot of things. Do do do. Of course I can't jump. Keep the balance. Alright, I guess I'll read this one. From Janet Annette. Subject: Spirit Beacon leaking. Date: January 25, 2014. At 7 AM. To admin@terminalvelocity.org. Hi, Madeline. This is Janet from the location down by the docks. I believe we met in person for the first time last month. I was opening up this morning and noticed that most of our spirit juice was gone. I checked the map and saw that you're the nearest location with a spirit beacon. I think you may have drained some of our supply. Honest mistake, I'm sure. But if you could stop running your spirit beacon during peak hours, that would be much appreciated. Thanks, and looking forward to working with you in the future. Janet. From Janet Annette. Subject: Ray. Spirit beacon leaking. Date: January 2028. To admin: Hi, Madeline. Hope you got my previous message. Just wanted to give an update on the spirit juice situation over here. I had several bottles that I marked last night just to confirm the issue, and when I got in this morning, the levels were below where I marked them. We are definitely losing spirit juice, and you're the only spirit beacon close enough to be affecting us. Please modulate your use to reasonable levels. I don't think this should be a problem, as long as you're not running your beacon overnight. Again, not trying to assign blame here, but please be considerate to folks at other locations. Thanks, Janet. Alright. Probably another email. Madeline, we are draining spirit juice over here so fast that if I sit and watch, I can see it disappearing from the bubble. You're the only spirit beacon that is even remotely close to where we are, so we really need you to stop. If it's affecting us, then it's probably affecting other locations. This is completely unacceptable. Fix this now. Okay. Again. Hey, Madeline. Care to explain why you weren't at the terminal today when I showed up? I spoke with a girl named Ashley. Ashley. Who said you decided to take the day off. What a coincidence. I was not impressed by the crying routine you had her do. Honestly, you should be ashamed of using a child's fake tears to try and hide from a situation that you caused. Goddamn. Turn off your beacon. I don't want to be the bad guy here, but if you don't do something, I'm going to have to get to the council involved. Alright. And now it's from Clarence From. Subject, misplaced cutlery. No. Hi Maddie, this is Clarence from the docks location. Just wanted to give you a heads up. This morning we found out that the site manager we recently hired, I believe you met Janet last month. Yeah. Wah. Was leaving spirit juice in untempered glass bottles, and we had a bit of a leak. We ended up having a bit of a problem with some animated cutlery. We have the situation under control over here, but we are mostly sure everything is accounted for on our hand. Possibly this started happening about a week ago, which might be enough for something to wander off far enough that we wouldn't be able to detect it. Very unlikely that this happened, but just wanted to give you a heads up in case of a possessed steak knife wandered off far enough to find your beacon and decides to pay you a visit. That's worrying. Like a knife visits you? Sorry about this situation. Rest assured that the person responsible for this won't have any opportunities to mess up anything of this magnitude again. By the way, are you planning on going to M's birthday next month? Regards, Clarence. From Maddie's Yell. Subject, misplaced cutlery to Clarence. Hi Clarence, sorry I missed your message earlier. I no longer use this address. Please use contact@terminalvelocity.org for anything related to terminal business. Hope you enjoyed M's birthday party. I don't remember why I couldn't attend, but I'm sure it was a good reason. Maddie. Alright. Okay, this is incredibly boring again, but oh, I'm probably forced to see this one. You're overdue this week, said Ned. He tapped the list of rules that Maddie kept posted by the door. This 24-hour rule. Are you sure you've been enforcing it? I think how we run things around here is none of your business. Actually, it absolutely is my business, said Ned. In fact, keeping the rules is basically my only business. That's kind of what the word enforcer means. I'm supposed to scold you for breaking the rules. So, audit me. Fine. Let me check your ledger. We don't keep a ledger, said Maddie. Maybe you should, said Ned. Lots of places to do. It's a great system. You have someone stand at the door and have them mark down whenever someone comes in or leaves. Then you forcibly evict people who are overstaying their welcome. I'm amazed that you don't have a system like that in place. Some people overstay their welcome, other people understay it, said Shay. There's no need to strictly keep track of how long people stay, right? Just maintain the balance. You're right. All that matters is maintaining the balance. So maintain the balance, because when you don't, then we have a problem. We're a bit short-staffed to have someone acting as a full-time doorman, said Maddie. Figure it out, said Ned. He tapped the board listing the rules. Change 24 hours to 23 hours. When you say 24 hours, people think you just colloquially mean one day, and they don't pay attention to the specific time. When you say 23 hours, people actually have to keep track of what time it is. Oh yeah, exactly. That'll be fine, said Shay, except for the part where you're cutting time off people's stay. Trust me, said Ned. Anyone who would go right up to the limit he's probably going to go over it. 23 hours is going to mean 23 hours, but plus an extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half hour plus, however long it takes to finish that drink. And if they leave in less than 24 hours, who gives a shit? I give a shit, said Shay. You're right, you should give a shit. In fact, you should celebrate whenever you manage to scooch someone out of here in under 24 hours, because the balance is upset and you've got to correct it. You can either correct the balance 1 hour at a time, or the council can come in here and repossess some souls. Or we can find someone who knows how to manage his property responsibly. You turn to Che. Come on, buddy. I don't want to have to take this place away from you. That would be quite the escalation, said Maddie. Well, you're already on the first level of escalation, which is a stern talking to, said Ned. Let's try not to escalate it any further. Shay sighed. Well, Maddie cut him off. We'll change the rule to 23 hours. Okay? Buzz off. Wow, really? Said Ned. Well, okay then. And while you're rewriting the signs, you should also take the green tea frappuccino off the menu. Fraps should be for coffee, not tea. Done, said Maddie. Wait, really? Said Ned. Damn, I didn't realize you were so open to feedback. Also, that caramel? Well, take it under advisement, said Maddie, placing her hand on Ned's chest and physically pushing him towards the door. Hold up, said Ned. What are you doing? Removing an unwanted guest, said Maddie. I need the practice if we're going to start enforcing those rules you care so much about. Now said Ned as he continued backpedaling to stay upright. Look, you could just... Bye, said Maddie, as Ned crossed the threshold out of the cafe and Maddie shut the door in his face. She turned around, leaning her back against the door, and sighed. Shay raised an eyebrow. You're serious about the rule change? Yeah, said Maddie. I'll change the sign in the menu after we close tonight. Wait, really? The rule change is just to keep him off our back, said Maddie. And the menu thing? I've been meaning to take that off anyway, said Maddie. It's the kind of menu item that attracts the worst sort of people. Well, okay. Though I do think we should change the rule back to 24 hours after things have had enough time to balance out. Of course, said Maddie. Wouldn't want to upset the balance too far in the opposite direction. What will we do with all that extra time anyway? Bah. Alright. Oof. I can't go down. Now let's see this doodle mode. Doodle mode. In doodle mode, you can draw a face for each ashling. Whenever an ashling appears throughout the game, you'll be able to see your artistic masterpiece. Oh, okay, okay. I want to draw something on his face, okay. Alright. Da-da-da. I don't know why, but that looks funny. That looks funny. Yeah, why not? Save. Oh no. I don't. Oh. Yeah, that face is good. I like this. Now this one. No, Kara, no. No, I'm not going to do that. Come on. Do do do. Do do do. This one would be creepy. You know what? Oh my god. No, no, that looks very creepy. What the hell? Oh my god. You know what? Yes. Don't need... Why does that make like a big white... Oh my god. That's yeah. Now what about this one? What should I do for this one? Okay, maybe not, no. I do want to make like sort of a tired face. How about that looks very tired. How about this? Yeah, I think that that goes well. I like this. Da 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 da. Yeah, yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah, I know. I just went there. Damn. Okay. Do, 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 do. Oh, they don't have their face here. Dun, dun, dun. Judgment. All right. Let's continue. Oh. Day 2, 12 p.m. Whoa. That face. Rise and shine. Don't wanna. You shouldn't waste your last hours on Earth sleeping. Whoever said I'll have plenty of time to sleep when I'm dead probably had a different idea of how things would play out after death. Oh yeah. What if we can't even sleep when we're dead? That's a thing. Man, I was hoping that I was having a really long weird dream. Heh, sorry. No such luck. Some more pedantic magical practitioners are quite bothered by flippant and colloquial use of the word luck. Che isn't one of them. I'm still having trouble getting my head around it. I totally understand. Oh, hiccup. Want a coffee? Ooh. Yeah. Just something simple. Hipster coffee coming right up. Hipster coffee. What's going on downstairs? I didn't even know you had a downstairs. There's more to this place that meets the eyes. Maddie's down there, desperately trying to fix our debt situation. Sounds like she's hosting a cage match or something. Well, not exactly. But she's mentioned wanting to do that. Oh. There's some wrestler called the Red Comet that she wouldn't stop talking about him for a while. Ha! And then because of that, Ashley got obsessed with wrestling for a bit and kept trying to suplex me. Ashley's small, so she has to opt for a wrestling move that controls the opponent's weight instead of trying to lift them. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Did she manage to? She's tiny. That silence is long. A couple of times. Ha! It was very humiliating. Humiliating. I can imagine. But to properly answer your question, Maddie is running a gambling ring. When you find yourself standing on the brink of death, a wager could be a chance at salvation, or the last chance to feel danger. Both of these appeal to different types of patrons. Downstairs? All by herself? It's a fairly unconventional one. And by unconventional you mean... mortals generally aren't involved. The stakes are higher than usual. Oh. Coffee's ready? Come over and get it. They gamble for time, among other things. You don't sound like you're a huge fan of the idea. I'm not. It's undignified. I mean, as long as Maddie's not in danger, wouldn't it be fine? The council doesn't like it. They turn a blind eye because we don't cause trouble otherwise. But I'd rather not have to worry about bad things coming our way. Because Maddie refuses to approach the problem from a different angle. And by the problem you mean the debt, yeah? I was pretty drunk, but I think I remember Maddie storming off after Ned turned up. Yes. I'm a bit worried about her. Wish I could help. You all seem pretty nice. The thoughts appreciated. Maddie will figure it out eventually though, I'm sure. She just needs time. Hey, thanks for the coffee by the way. Just realized haven't actually made me pay for a bunch of them. Heh, how do you expect to pay for them? Oh, right. Yep, no cash. If I were feeling particularly capricious, I'd ask you to pay in time. But you're a nice kid, and you need every minute you've got. Ooh. You wanna head downstairs? I can see your eyes darting to the stairs. I'm not going down, but I'm also not gonna stop you. Yeah, if that's okay. Go on then. I'll stick around up here. Catch ya in a bit. Alright. Gambling. I have a song stuck in my head. The stairs that led down to the basement were solid and well worn. Worn. With smooth roots on each step and a handrail that had been polished to a silky sheen. Je vais y arriver. And a handrail that had been polished to a silky sheen through years of use. Kishan had always liked stairwells. People never lingered in them for long, and it found them to be a good place to catch a breather. He wasn't obsessed with them, that'd be weird, but he definitely appreciated a nice set of stairs. On further reflection, it was probably a little weird. Downstairs, Maddie's audience clamored for blood. Even the dead found blood sports compelling. Okay. From you to me, with the understanding that your remaining moments on this plane are limited, you surrender this time freely, without coercion, as agreed. Contract fulfilled. You're free to go. Everything comes at a price. Nothing risked, nothing gained. Yep, indeed. Phew. That's 3 in a row, you bloodthirsty bastards. The crowd cheered. Maddie was clearly an expert at winding them up into a frenzy. Who's next? The room fell dead silent. Come on, isn't anyone here brave enough to challenge me? I thought you came here to play with knives, you pansies. Seriously? Anyone? Don't hold out on me. Do I need to pick someone out from the crowd then? Is this what we've come to? Maddie's gaze swept the audience. Kishan, good to see you up. Kishan, good to see you upright. Interested in a game of skill? Me? Yes, you. Oh, sure? Give me some enthusiasm, my man. Sure. What's the game? 5-finger fillet. Some of the people in here just call it the knife game. You heard of it? Oh, finally something I'm good at. Oh, nice. Episode 3. Rise and Shine. Ooh. You've got a lot of knives in this place. Tell me about it. Damn, this thing has a good weight to it. Of course, I will make you compete with an inferior tool. Ha! What? Sorry, I was waiting for you to segue into calling me an inferior tool. Shit, that was low-hanging fruit, wasn't it? Next time, mate. Sure. Kishan did another experimental slash, and this time it made an audible whoosh, 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 whoosh. Spectators oohed and had, but this wasn't for them. He knew that he only had one shot to get accustomed to the blade. You down showing off? Nothing wrong with putting on a little show. Sounds like you're stalling for time. Getting cold feet, perhaps? Not a chance. Let's get started then. You know what you're wagering? Che mentioned something about you gambling with time. Ugh, it's not gambling if it's a game of skill. But that's beside the point. We are both wagering for 4 hours. If you win, it comes from the cafe's balance. If I win, it comes from yours. You've got around 16 hours left, in case you weren't keeping track. Shit, only that many? Want a little extra time to play with then? Hell yes. Let's stop wasting it and get this over with. You sure you know what you're getting into? Most people are pretty shy about playing with the time they have left, especially when their tanks running as empty as yours. Yep, come on. Unless you are getting cold feet. Hardly. You've got 30 seconds. Smack the timer when you're ready. Oh. Oh. The crowd cheered and Kishan fed off their enthusiasm. God damn. In response, Maddie leaned back and tapped her finger on the table, feigning impatience. He met her eyes, grinned, and continued his performance. His stabbing motion got faster as he went, the point narrowly missing each of his fingers. Stabs strong enough to drive the knife a millimeter or two into the table were good if you wanted to put on a show. And of course, giving the spectators a show was part of the fun. You might be going fast enough to put on a show, but you're not going fast enough to win. How'd I do? 16 sets, if I counted correctly. Wow. I couldn't do 16. That's how many Maddie beat me with. Is she gonna lose? Nah, she's gonna kick his ass. Feeling good about that result? Certainly am. Rightio then. Watch closely. Oh, I will. 16. 1, 3, 7, 11. Holy shit. 1, 3, 7, 11, 15. Uh-huh. Told ya, she's unbeatable. Is it magic? She could cheat if she wanted to. Definitely not, she's just that good. Poor guy, he didn't know what he was getting into. Sorry, mate. You beat me fair and square. I'm pretty impressed. I am to please. I'll be taking those hours now, if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. How does this work? Okay. Just like this. You won't feel a thing. Kishan felt a brief tightness in his chest, and for just a moment, the tip of Maddie's finger burned white hot. Oh, that's interesting. You can't beat entropy. Anytime you do an energy transfer, there's going to be some amount of energy lost to heat. Yeah. Freaking physics. Ow! Shit! Sorry, I lied. It's done now, though. Alright, does anyone else dare to compete with me? Come on, looking for some actual decent opposition here. I'll take any challenge, even if it's chess or something. Any challenge? I challenge you to get everyone a drink. Runs on me. Oh. I didn't realize you were watching. See, there wasn't anything happening upstairs and I got bored. Right. So, you took some hours from Kishan, huh? Yes, I did. Do you feel good about that? Shay, do you? I won them fair and square. He didn't know what he was getting into. There's an obvious power imbalance here that you're exploiting. Shay isn't one to let you forget the responsibilities that come with power. So she does have a power. He knew the rules! That doesn't change anything. You led him to believe that he'd get some extra time. Maddie knows firsthand how seductive the promise of an extra time can be. And, barring a miracle on this part, that absolutely wasn't going to happen. It doesn't matter. It's just passing through. A couple hours won't make any difference. Maddie, I'm disappointed in you. Our patrons respect us. We need to earn that respect by treating them with respect ourselves. This is not respectful or dignified. Cheating vulnerable pass-through out of their time. We're above that. We're better than that. I don't care whether you think it's dishonest or not. I want you to give that poor man his time back. Don't pout. This is serious. I feel like a broken record saying this, but while I understand your intentions are good, you can't keep doing these things. It's all for you. If you really want to do this for me, find another way. This isn't worth it, Maddie. It breaks my heart to see you like this, and I know that you're trying your hardest. But this really, truly is not worth sacrificing your own self-respect over. Everyone here respects you, but you gambling with ours just cheapens that. I'll give the hours back. Shame, I was pretty great with the knife. Still not as good as me. Heh, I was pretty close. Banana. Oh, here we go with the face. Lovelace. Yes? What form did you have before being reborn? I think I was a crab. Come on, I'm being serious. Ashley wouldn't have a spirit liquid from a crab. You're assuming an awful lot about how squeamish she is. As far as I can remember, I lived above streets next to the sky. So, a bird then? Wings and feathers and such. No, not that. I do remember flying though. Oh, were you a sugar glider? Describe? Did you eat insects and tree saps and flower nectar? That is familiar. Wonder how Ashley found you then. Could have been anything really. You mentioned bright lights earlier. Oof. Yeah, I'm thinking you got hit by a car. That seems likely? Is that bad? I mean, you're here now, so... whether you like it or not. Shut up. I am still adjusting. Bloop. Do 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 do. Look at you, turning into a responsible human being. Couldn't be me. Studio mode. You can now speak to Kishan to access studio mode. Alright. Alright. But I think we're gonna stop here for today. Yes. Oh my god, that transition is so cool. Yeah. Let's end it here. Nothing. Well, I hope you had a nice time watching me play this game. Well, watching me speaking mostly. I have a sore throat now. And well, I don't know what we're gonna do next week, but I'll find something. We're probably gonna continue this, that's for sure. But for the rest, I don't know. It will be a surprise. And on this good note, I am saying bye. Bye. See you next time.